Okay guys, we are on day 2 of the Pintober series, and I promise you guys that as I get further along in the month, some of these tutorials are going to get more complex than they have been over the past couple of days, but give me time. I'm starting slow, and I'm going to be doing another simple one for you today that I have seen so many times pinned on Pinterest, and I've never actually tried it. And the reason why I'm trying it today is because I often get questions from some of you viewers that come here, you know, all the time and watch the videos about how I go about making the tiny bows that we put on like ribbon sculptures and you know, the sides of my bows and stuff. I think I got a lot of questions on the recent spider tutorial that we did. We had a little bow on the spider. Oops, I just dropped that. And a few of you asked how I get them made so tiny. Well, I usually do mine freehand. However, on Pinterest, I have seen this pin, and I know you guys have seen it too, where they take a fork and they make a tiny hair bow with the fork as your guide. And that's what we're going to do today. Okay, all you're going to need is a fork, and this is just the basic 4-prong fork, nothing fancy. You're going to want it to be clean, of course. Don't eat your spaghetti and decide to make a bow and, you know, we need a clean fork. And I'm using a 3/8 inch grosgrain, and you're going to need about 5 to 6 inches, depending on how long you want your tails to be on your bow. But I'm just going to eyeball it, and yeah, that's all we need is a piece of ribbon and a fork. Alright, we're going to be using the fork as the guide. We're going to put the ribbon, we're going to wrap it around the fork like this. So you're going to want this on top, and then you're going a longer piece on the bottom. Doesn't really matter how long, just as long as the back is longer than the front. See, we just wrapped it around the fork. Now you're going to take that one in the back, and we're going to come from the back to the front, and we're coming over this ribbon like that. And then you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to tuck it in the middle prong, just like that. And this is how it will look when it crosses over. Alright, then you're going to take that same ribbon that has come down the back. I'm going to go down the back and come back up the middle prong, just like that. It's going to look all funky, but don't worry about it. Alright, let me show you what the actual, this is the back, by the way. This is what it will look like. Let me show you the front really quick. This is going to be the actual bow that you're going to see. But before we get a clean front, we're going to need to tie this right here, just a simple knot. I want to make sure it's tight. So go ahead and tie that. Just knot it really good. Don't poke yourself with the fork, which I just did. Alright. Now, do you see the bow? You can straighten it out. Now what you're going to do is just pull it off. And I'm going to just tighten it up just some more. Alright. Now these are going to serve as your tails. And I usually have one at the top. It's going to be like a pinwheel with just 2 loops. And then a tail at the bottom. So one's going to go that way, one's going to go this way. And then you're going to just trim them up. And if you've been here before, you know what I'm going to say. Heat seal those ends. Alright guys, that is going to be your bow. Put your glue on the back and then just secure it to your bow or your clip or whatever you're going to be using it for. Alright, it was pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and say it's pin worthy, especially if you need the tiny bows and you can't hold all this ribbon yourself. However, I still prefer doing mine by hand, just hand folding. But this works too, so go ahead and give it a try. And yeah, but I will leave some links down below. Now, I'm not going to be really sure who the original pinner is because, like I said, everybody has done this, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it. But like I said, I've never tried it, and today I actually tried it. So there is video 2 in the Pintober series, and I will be back tomorrow with another